So, just so you guys know, this video today, this is a little disclaimer, it might be a little shiny at some points and like this at some points because the sun is peeking in and out, which has never happened before. So now that we're finally getting closer to summer and the sun is coming out, my videos are going to be all messed up. What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be doing a makeup tutorial. I'm not truly sure what I'm going to be doing today. I did pick up the Jaclyn Hill palette finally. Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea. I've been waiting to get this for so long, but I will be using this today. I'm going to kind of decide what I want to do when I look at the palette, but yeah, we're basically going to be doing a makeup tutorial. This video is going to be all drugstore products. I think the only thing I'm not using that's drugstore is my beauty blender, but y'all know there's lots of options out there. You don't need to rely on the beauty blender, right? So that's the only thing I'm going to be using that's not drugstore. Before you guys leave, if you can subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy. Let me know in the comments what other videos you would like to see from me. And without further ado, let's just get on into the video. So we're going to start off with our eyes today because I'm so excited to use this palette. I haven't even opened it. I'm telling you guys, I waited until this video to even open this and to even swatch it. So this is what the packaging looks like. I'm sure you all know by now what the packaging looks like because this palette has been out forever. But you know, I'm just getting on the bandwagon, so I'm sorry. To conceal our eyelids, we're going to be using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I'm using it in the shade C2. This is probably way too light for me. To set that down, we're just using Maybelline Fit Me powder. Alright, so starting off with the palette, I'm going to be starting off with the shade Silk Cream and this Sigma tapered blending brush, and I'm going to be just putting that in the crease. Let's go in with this Morphe M441 brush. It's tapered. We're gonna go a little bit deeper into the crease with a shade called Pukey, and we're gonna be just putting that on the brush, tapping off, and going right below or on top of that other shade that we put in. We're gonna go back in with that same brush as before and the same shade Silk Cream and just kind of go over top of this so that we can blend it out. Now going in with a little bit more of a precise brush. This is the MAC 217. Morphe has one just like it. It is the M433. This was just the first one that I grabbed. We are going to be taking the more precise brush and going in with the shade right below Pukey. It's called Roxanne. We're going to be going in with that shade more precisely into our crease, so below these other two. Going back in with that brush that we used for Pukey, we're going to be putting just a dab more, like barely touch your brush in there, and tap it off, and we're going to be going over that other shade just to kind of blend it out right now, and then we'll probably go back in and deepen up the crease a little bit more. This is just to help blend everything together, make sure that everything is looking seamless. Taking the MAC brush again, dipping into that reddish color, Roxanne, and going back into the crease, just to deepen it up. You want to focus most of your product out here and then swipe it in when you have less products, because we don't want the inside to be super deep. That'll give you a really hooded eyes appearance. Most of the time when I'm blending with a brush like this, I like to go in with the flat side and put that in the crease the way it like fits, and then I'll flip it so that it's this way, so to help blend it a little bit more. We're gonna go back in with that Sigma brush in the shade we first used, Silk Cream, and we're gonna be putting that up top just to kind of blend everything together once more. So my camera died, but basically what I just did is I went back in with that Silk Cream shade on this side, and then I just took all of the other colors without any extra coloring on the brush, and I just went in and blended out the shades once more. So this is what it's looking like so far. We're gonna go in now with a super small little precise brush. This is an Eco Tools brush. It's a double-ended one. I'm going to be taking the fluffier side, the fluffier blending side, and we're going to be putting the shade Hillster. That's so cute. We're going to be putting that on the outer corner, and we're also going to be doing that on the inner corner. So we're going to be doing a halo eye today. So outer corner, inner corner, and then bring it in a little bit into the crease. So I changed my mind a little bit. To get the most pigment out of the shadow, I'm going to be using a little bit more of a flat, fluffier brush. This one's a little bit more dense. It's also in the same Eco Tools package. And we're going to be just trying to pack that shade on the outer corner, and then we'll blend it later. Going in with that blending brush, we're going to blend. Then we're going to pack a little bit more color on to like the very outsides. With no product, we're going to be going in with that shade or that brush that we used to blend out the shade Roxanne, and we're just going to blend this in the crease so that all of these shadows are blending coherently. So I already did this on one eye, but we're going to be taking this small little Morphe brush. It's the M421, and that same Makeup Revolution concealer, I just put it on my hand, and we're going to be going over that little center part in your eye that's still left open, and we're just going to be making it more bold so that when we put the next color on top, it'll stand out. I know it looks crazy right now, but we're gonna blend, I promise. So the next color we're going to be taking is the shade Hillster, and it's this shimmery shade, and we are going to be putting that on top of the concealer that we just put down. We're going to be using this flat Eco Tools brush. I'm going to be putting it on dry first, trying it out that way, and then we will put it on wet if it needs it. So change of plans, I'm actually not liking the way this looks. I'm going to be taking the shade Obsessed, and we're going to be putting that over top instead. It's going to brighten it up a little bit. Just going back in with this rounded Eco Tools brush, and we're going to blend out these shades together. Taking a little bit more of that shade Jax to blend the inner and the outer corners. Going back in with a little bit more of that shade Obsessed. Going in with just a small little shader brush, I am going to be taking a little bit of the shade Faint, and we're going to be putting that on our inner corners. We're also going to be putting that on our brow bone. We're going to be cleaning up this outer edge, don't worry, that's why I did my eyes first, and then we are also going to be doing our lower lash line once we're done with our faces. We have one face. Taking just a makeup wipe, I'm just going to clean up this outer edge and any fallout there may be. I'm going to go in and do eyebrows off camera using my usual ColourPop Brow Boss in the shade light brown, and I will be back once I'm done. Alright, so my eyebrows are on now. We are going to be applying lashes for this look. Again, you don't have to apply lashes if you don't want to. I just think this look would look good with lashes. So I'm going to be applying the Kiss Blooming Lash. I think they're Softly Blossoming. They look like this. So that's what they look like. I am going to be applying these, and I'm going to be using this Duo Lash Glue, and I will be right back. So I just applied my eyelashes, and I also did some eyeliner and mascara and curled my lashes. I used the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade Swerve. This is their black shade. I did that on my waterline and also a little bit on my eyelid. And then I also used the Voluminous Lash Paradise. I did just film a how to apply your false lashes video, so that one will be up soon, and you can go see how I applied all of that onto my eyes. We're going to move on to face next, and then we'll go back to our eyes and finish them up. I'm going to be starting off with primer using the Essence Fresh Fit Primer. I've used this before, and I'm not really sure if I like it yet. We're going to try it again, because I don't really have that many drugstore primers that I like. Just for a little added hydration, I'm also going to be using that rose water spray that I use in every other video. The foundation we're going to be trying out today is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation. I'm going to be using the shade Nude L3. This might be a little bit too dark for me, but we'll try it out and we'll see. I've never used this foundation before. I've been trying to buy a couple new foundations and try them out. I always stick to the same like 3 foundations. I'm trying to get some new foundations and try them out recently, so I'm super excited about this one because everyone says really good things. I just sprayed my sponge a little bit and we're just going to blend it out with a sponge. So we're just gonna apply one more pump to my hand so that I can bring a little bit down my neck. This is a little too dark for me. And then also just to see if we can build up a little bit of the coverage. Okay, so we're gonna lighten up this foundation a little bit with the concealer. Don't worry. So we're gonna be going in with that Makeup Revolution concealer that we used before on our eyelids, dotting it underneath just to cover up those dark circles. I've been using a new under eye cream that I got, and concealers actually sit a lot nicer under my eyes now. I'll be talking about that in my skincare video that I do soon, so you guys can get an idea, but I definitely have been seeing an improvement with it. Maybelline Fit Me powder in Fair. We're just gonna set that down using this e.l.f. brush. I don't like to bake, but I do put like a little bit more on and then I just kind of brush it off right away. Also putting it on the forehead, down the nose, and on the chin, where we also place that concealer. I'm actually really liking the way this foundation looks. It's a little bit tacky, so I'm definitely gonna set the rest of my face, but my concealer applied really nicely over top, and I feel like that primer has really brought out like more of a glow, so I'm really liking it so far. And to set all that down, I'm taking the pressed Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 120 Classic Ivory and just this big Real Techniques brush and just putting that on top of the foundation. I'm just gonna apply some of this spray to my face because it's feeling super dry. For contouring today, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette in the shade Dulce de Leche. And we're going to be using just a Real Techniques brush like this. And we're going to be contouring our cheekbones. And then taking this lighter shade and just my sponge, I'm just gonna dip it in there and go underneath that contour. And then to just add some bronziness, we're going to be taking the Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Glow. For blush, we're going to be applying the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Mellow Wine and just this Tarte brush. For highlight, I'm going to be applying the Essence Pure Nude highlighter using my Real Techniques setting brush. This is so pretty. It looks like nothing in the pan, but like it pops on your cheeks. So now we're going to finish up our eyes by doing our lower lash line. I'm going to be using this Morphe M321 brush, and we're going to basically follow what we did on our eyes without using that purple color. We're just going to be using that right on the outer corner, but for the all over color, we're going to be doing Silk Cream, Pukey, and then Roxanne. So I just applied those colors in order, and then we're going to go in with that dark purple shade Jax, and we're just going to be putting that right on the outside right here. I'm just going to be doing really close to the lash line all the way across. And to blend it out just with no product, you're going to be taking that same bullet crease brush from Morphe and just blending out that shade. So then for lips, to kind of follow this like purpley color that we have out here, we're going to be doing the Essence lip liner in the shade Soft Berry, and then we're going to be using the Wet n Wild Megalast Liquid Catsuit in the shade Berry Recognized. So this is the finished look. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Hopefully you will be back to watch future videos of mine. If you have any requests on videos, please let me know down in the comments. I do listen to what you guys are saying, and I try to do the videos if they're reasonable. Thank you guys again for watching. Please follow me on social media as well to stay up to date with me. The reason I didn't film for such a long time was because I was on vacation, so if you follow me on social media, you would know that. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!